everyone, my name is Rizzi and welcome to the first video of Fed Gaga. Since this channel is going to be all about guitars, amps and pedals and everything around it, I just thought let's start with a very basic question. How does a guitar really work? How does it really make a sound? Let's find out. Welcome back. So there are basically two types of guitars. One is an acoustic guitar, another is an electric guitar. Now I don't have an acoustic guitar with me right now, but I have an electric. So this is my new Fender Player Series Stratocaster which I bought just today, and this is the first video that I am featuring this on. So since I don't have an acoustic with me around, I'll show you how it really works on this. So acoustic guitars have a hollow resonating chamber on it. Okay, it's a hollow body guitar. It's not a solid guitar or a solid bodied guitar like this. So what happens is when you pick a string or when the string vibrates on the guitar, the vibration of the string get transferred to the top of the body or the whole body basically through the bridge, this part, right? So when that happens, the whole body starts to vibrate or resonate along with the strings, and the air inside the body also starts to resonate. Now that causes the whole volume inside the guitar to rise, and that eventually comes out of the front of the guitar. Usually through this section of an acoustic guitar you would find a hollow cut on the top of the guitar, or sometimes here, or sometimes there's an F cut here, depending on different brands, and they sound sort of different from one another. So acoustic guitars are basically made of a very simple construction. They have a hollow chamber where the air sort of resonates according to the acoustics of the guitar. Hence you can directly hear it through the body resonating itself. Now electric guitars work very differently, and I'll just show you how. Electric guitars have something called pickups. Now if you can look at this guitar here, this part of the guitar or these three are pickups. Now what are pickups really? They are basically magnets which have copper wire wound around them. Okay, so how they work is they detect the vibration of the strings and convert them into electricity. And how they do that is by using the principle of electromagnetic induction. Now don't be scared, it's not a very difficult thing to understand. Electromagnetic induction is when magnets generate current. Now how they do it is, suppose if you have a magnet like of this size, and every magnet has something called a magnetic line of force which goes around and inside the magnet. So it basically forms a magnetic field. Now even Earth has its own magnetic field. So if you bring any ferromagnetic substance, which is any substance that gets attracted to a magnet, close to it, it will start to interact with the magnetic field. Now when that happens, the magnetic lines of force keep shifting around that magnet, alright? So that shift causes the wire that's wound around it to generate current. So suppose if this is your guitar, this is my guitar, so when the strings vibrate, and it vibrates over these magnets, so that what happens is, if this is your pickup and this is your string and it vibrates like this, it keeps disturbing the magnetic field around the pickup. When that happens, the coils that are wound around the pickup generate current, and that is your guitar signal that goes from the guitar to the amplifier, which eventually plays it to the speaker. So it's a very different technology. It's not like you are directly getting to hear it through the acoustics of the guitar or from the body of the guitar. It's basically how magnets or how your pickups detect the vibration and then convert into electricity. So you sort of hear it indirectly rather than directly from the body itself. So now we know how guitars really make a sound, but is just making a sound enough? A guitar is a musical instrument after all, so it needs to play notes. Rather, it needs to be able to change its pitch when required. So let's find out how it does that. Now every harmonic instrument makes music by altering its pitch. Now if you have something like a guitar, how would you really alter the pitch of a guitar? Now there are three factors that you can play with, which we actually play with on a guitar to alter its frequency or the pitch. Now the first one is the thickness of the vibrating string. Physics says the thicker the vibrating string, the lower would be the frequency of vibration, which means the lower would be the pitch, and the thinner the string, the higher would be the frequency. So if you can see, your lower E string is quite thick, but your higher E string is quite thin. So the thickness of the guitar varies from thicker to thinner in this direction on the fretboard, as you can see. So the more you go this way, your strings are getting thinner and you are basically raising your pitch, right? Now the second thing is the tension on the strings. The tighter the strings, the higher the vibration, or the higher the frequency of the vibration. So that means, so when you tighten your strings, you are basically increasing the tension on the strings, and that increases the pitch of the strings. When you reduce the, when you loosen the string, you are loosening the tension of the string again, and that in turn you are making the frequency less, and that means lower pitched vibration. Now the third point is the length of the vibrating string. Now if you can see on any guitar, the length of the vibrating string starts from, an open string starts from the nut position to the bridge position. This whole length of the string is the length of the entire vibrating string. Now when you actually want to change the pitch, you play a note here, you play a note here, you play a note here. You are basically altering the length of the vibrating string. Again, physics says the shorter the length of a vibrating string, the higher would be the frequency, which means higher would be the pitch of the vibration. So when you are playing the note here, you are basically shortening the length of the string from this fret till the bridge. Again, when you are playing here, the length of the string starts from here and at the bridge. So it's basically shortening the length as you go higher up the fret. So when you play with these three factors, you are basically making music and you are changing the pitches of the vibrating strings. So today we understood how a guitar really makes a sound and how it actually makes music. So if you found this video useful, or if you wanted me to add something, or if you have any questions, do put down your comments below. And if you liked the video, do consider subscribing to my channel and hit that bell icon so that you stay updated with all my latest videos. Till then, I'll see you next time.